Automobiles have traditionally been seen as a representation of luxury and social prestige. Throughout their history, automakers have created some of the most expensive vehicles that money can currently purchase. These automobiles, which range from vintage automobiles to the hypercars of today, are not only powerful and quick, but also carry a big price tag. Here is a list of the 5 most costly cars ever produced anywhere in the world. Number 5. The iconic boat tail of the Rolls-Royce. The Rolls-Royce boat tail is a one-of-a-kind luxury vehicle that was commissioned by an affluent couple and presented to the public in May of 2021. It is the most expensive new car that has ever been purchased, with an estimated price tag of more than $28 million. The car has a one-of-a-kind design that was conceptualized after looking at traditional yachts and boats. It has a long and svelte body that narrows toward the back. Its exterior is completed in a lovely shade of blue, and it boasts handcrafted wood details that give it the appearance of being both opulent and nautical. The most remarkable characteristic of this automobile is its rear deck, which when opened reveals a hospitality suite that is outfitted with a specifically crafted collection of high-end utensils and glasses, as well as a refrigerator and a sunshade. The V12 engine that powers the Rolls-Royce boat tail is capable of producing 563 horsepower and 605 pounds of torque. Number 4. Bugatti's the Black Veil, La Voiture Noire. The hardware that underpins the Bugatti La Voiture Noire is one that we are well familiar with. There has been no alteration to the power output, but the suspension has been softened for a more comfortable ride. It is their first time using perforated carbon fiber, and the intricate designs serve not just as aesthetic elements but also as heat sinks for this dark beast. The visibility is comparable to that of other hypercars, and the mirrors are positioned in the optimal location. Even though there were 6 exhaust pipes, the crew built more insulation to give the owner the most value for his money. There is nothing that attracts more attention than a Bugatti that is up for sale. Their classic vehicles are instantly recognizable, but the 1930s are widely regarded as the heyday of the brand's production. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire, which is a modern resurrection of the brand's legendary Type 57, was designed using this era's aesthetic as its primary source of inspiration. After starting from scratch, they were able to produce not only the most costly Bugatti ever made, but also the most expensive new car ever made. The price of the Bugatti La Voiture Noire is $19 million, plus tax, making it the most expensive new car ever made. The total cost of placing the order and having the car built was $12,460,000. The price of the Bugatti La Voiture Noire might seem outrageous to some people, but the automobiles that serve as its inspiration are each worth 10 times as much as it does. The streamlined design has headlamps that are integrated into the front fenders and lots of space for air circulation and cooling. The traditional assembly procedure of the Bugatti is represented by a central spine that runs from the hood to the tail. The carbon fiber panels that make up the exterior of the Bugatti La Voiture Noire are flawlessly bookmatched to one another at right angles. The sweeping contours of the quarter panels are emphasized by the use of a single-piece taillight. The back bumper is just a narrow strip that runs across the middle of the mesh filler panel. It boggles the mind to think that a coach-built car could comply with all of today's strict crash and emissions regulations. Rolls-Royce Sweptail is in 3rd place. We would like to introduce you to the Rolls-Royce Sweptail, a one-off bespoke vehicle that was made just for one of Rolls' most valued customers. Work on the Sweptail began in 2013 when an unknown, exceedingly rich individual commissioned Rolls to create a one-off luxury motor car like no other. The Sweptail Rolls-Royce of the 1920s and 1930s served as inspiration for the design of the Sweptail. And so it was. This coming weekend, we'll see it shown at the Concorso Eleganza held at the Villa d'Este. The front fascia has Rolls-Royce's widest grille ever installed on a vehicle from this era. After being milled from a single piece of aluminum, it is hand-polished to a mirror-like sheen before being finished. The swept tail that gives the car its name can be found further back, and Rolls describes how the bodywork wraps under the car is akin to the hull of a yacht, due to the absence of any visible boundary between the surfaces. The bullet-tip center brake light and lower bumper, on the other hand, combine to create a greater feeling of elegance in motion, as the phrase puts it. It bears the number plate 08, and it is right-hand drive. Rolls-Royce has not specified where this car would be kept, but it is right-hand drive. The two digits are machined from a single block of aluminum and hand-polished in the same manner as the grille. Rolls-Royce describes the panoramic glass roof as the highlight of the exterior of the vehicle. They say it's one of the most complex ever seen on a motor car, one of the most sophisticated ever seen on a motor vehicle. It is without question one of the largest. Number 2. The Bugatti Centodieci automobile. Because the people who buy Bugatti automobiles are among the wealthiest people in the world, the company's clients tend to socialize with others who are also very wealthy. When a Chiron that sells for roughly $3 million is nothing more than pocket change for you, standing out from the crowd is simple. However, this gets more difficult when all of your pals have garages that can accommodate 20 cars. The question now is how you can gain an advantage over your other players. So you go out and get something that is absurdly unique and costly. The Bugatti Centodieci is here to greet you. The Centodieci is the kind of car that you might not see again in as many lifetimes as you live, given that it was only ever produced in a run of 10 units. With a price tag of $9 million, it might take you that many lives to save up enough money to purchase one for yourself. Even though some models, such as the Koenigsegg Jesko, have a more alluring appearance, this automobile is built on a legacy that other manufacturers, such as Koenigsegg and Pagani, won't be able to match for another 100 years. The 2022 Centodieci is based on the Chiron, but it has a more powerful engine. The 8.0-liter quad-turbo V16 in the 2022 Centodieci delivers a staggering 1578 horsepower and 1180 lift of torque. But is it worth the money, or is Bugatti just going to make a quick buck out of it? First place goes to the Mercedes-Benz Maybach Exelero. The Mercedes-Benz Maybach Exelero comes in at number 10 on the list of the world's most expensive automobiles with a price tag of $9 million. 2004 saw the conception of the vehicle, which was initially conceived as a concept automobile to demonstrate the potential of the Maybach brand. The vehicle is equipped with a 5.9-liter V12 engine that is capable of producing 700 horsepower and 752 pounds of torque. The maximum speed of the vehicle is 218 miles per hour, and it can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.4 seconds. The body of the automobile is long and low-slung, and it has a magnificent black finish. The design of the car is distinctive. Then there's the way that it's styled. It's obscene, over-the-top, and completely alluring. In other words, it's the ideal mode of transportation for Darth Vader. It gives the impression that it consumes parked automobiles for breakfast, gets drunk with dinosaurs, and attends school with the offspring of the Frankenstein monster. In the extremely odd event that the attitude and the proportions fail to pique your interest, the sound effects will seize you by the eardrums and hold on tight. A deafening, ear-splitting roar can be heard coming from both of the obscene side pipes. Oh, and just so you know, its top speed is 218 miles per hour. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.